everyone, and welcome to the AMEC Amplified Podcast, where we explore careers, education, and opportunities that help students discover their future pathways. My name is Makiyah Franklin, one of AMEC Student Ambassadors, and today I have the opportunity to interview a professional in the field of nutrition and dietetics as part of my career exploration assignment. By the way, shout out to Dr. Sanders, my intro to dietetics professor. Joining us today is Dr. Aruna, a registered dietitian and nutrition scientist whose work focuses on advancing knowledge in nutrition science and helping people better understand how diet impacts the health. In this conversation, we'll discuss Dr. Aruna's career journey, what a typical day looks like in the field of dietetics, the skills needed to succeed, and advice for students who may be interested in pursuing a career in nutrition. Stay tuned for this highly informative episode. So, Dr. Aruna, thank you again for joining us today on the AMEC Amplified Podcast. I'm excited to learn your experience.
I'm a plant scientist, and so my area is actually looking for the plants for the human nutrition, plant-based diet, medicinal plants for the human nutrition. So that is where I get connected into the nutrition and dietetics. So my career, I started my first degree in Sri Lanka, and then my secondary degrees in England, and then Hong Kong. So I traveled all over for the botanical expeditions, discovering new plants and documenting them, and look at their use for the humans. So before joining Prairie View, I was in the University of Mississippi, where they had the National Center for Natural Product Research. That includes looking at all the plants, their bioactive molecules, and how we can use it for the human life. So when I moved to Prairie View, I started developing a similar program. So now you see we have a active medicinal plant research program, and we have another program for farm to pharmacy. So we grow the plants which are good for the human health, and then we are introducing them to the farmers and the consumers. So we train a lot of students, and we have a lot of undergraduate, graduate, postdocs working in my research group on this area. So in short, we are looking at the plant-based diet or the functional foods.
Okay, yes, that's really interesting. And, many students may not know how someone enters this field. So, can you tell us a little bit about your educational journey and the steps you took to become a registered?
Scientist.
Yes, a plant scientist. Sorry,
Yeah.
back that for a second.
Yeah, well, it is actually now, it started from my first degree in Sri Lanka. So I was fascinated about plants, and it was influenced by, the professors I had that time. And so I used to, first I used to volunteer in their research. And then, I started developing my curiosity on the plants. And so after my first degree, I joined one of the largest plant science programs in Sri Lanka, where I had to identify and document all the plants in the country. So it's a big company, 18-volume book series, and so I am one of the leading botanists involved in that. So that is the start, and then I got opportunity to work with the world leading botanists in England, and there I think I got exposed to the world top scientists and got their mentorship, and that paved the way for me to um, uh, journey towards my PhD in plant
Mhm.
science. And again, my advisor was Scottish, although we were based in Hong Kong, and that allowed me to explore one particular plant genus in the world, and where scientists has not done any research on it. So I got to study that plant genus, uh, traveling all over in Asian region, and that research led me to discover 29 new plant species to the science.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was the the journey, and then I got my PhD, and then I moved to US in 2001 as a postdoc to work with the Missouri Botanic Garden and the University of Missouri St. Louis. And I was there for about 8 months, and then I got invited to take up a position in the University of Mississippi, where I served about 10 years there before I joined into Prairie View.
Okay.
This is my 13th year in Prairie View.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm very happy that you're at PV because when I first saw you at the Day at the Farm event and you were explaining the plant life and how it could benefit nutrition and wise and like it could also get rid of like diseases and the conditions. It's like, okay, I'm at the right place to where I could learn uh, the type of things that what I want in my profession, because my profession is what I want my profession to be in, and that's
Mhm.
in naturopathic practitioning. And so meeting you was definitely like a breakthrough. I was like, okay, I finally met someone who's like here with me and what I want to do and what I want to gain from PV.
Yeah, this is a unique area because, what we eat is our medicine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the plants provide lot of nutrition. We humans are omnivores. We eat everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So from the animal sources and the plant sources, we get the basic nutrients like proteins, fatty acids, vitamins, and all that. But the plant has unique molecules. Those are called secondary metabolites. They produce them to for their own protection, right?
Right.
Those are the ones actually very, very useful for human health, to prevent from non-communicable diseases, most of them. So these are the ones actually we are exploring to use it. Now, for example, now you see, as I always say, before these pharmaceutical industries started,
Mm-hmm.
people were taking their medicines from the forest, that is
Right.
the plants,
Mm-hmm.
right? So those resources became the mainstream medicines. For example, like these, um, uh, willow bark gives the aspirin, right? The Texas plant give the
Okay.
Taxol, the anti-cancer compound. Uh,
Oh, okay.
Vincristine and vinblastine, the leukemia drug coming from the periwinkle plants, right?
Okay.
So most of these mainstream drugs are coming from the plant-based resources.
Right.
So that gives a good example how important is the plant-based diet to the human health.
Right. Yes, I definitely agree with that. And I'd love to learn more about the day-to-day side profession of what you do. So, what does a typical day look like for you in your role?
Well, it is all research. We will look at
Mhm.
now. I have been to a new role now. I'm looking after the research enterprise of the whole university now. Earlier, it was only my research group and my own research. Now I have to take care of the whole research enterprises in the university.
Okay.
Yeah, life is so busy.
I bet it is. So you
Yeah.
just
Now you
typically,
see, we are in spring break,
yeah.
right?
Hmm.
I had meetings line up since morning, and I had to delay your meeting for 1 hour
Oh
because of
wow.
the previous meeting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, day to day, uh, skip. Well, I say, um, what it looks like in your role, like day to day, it's just like research after research. Now, do you do research that involves to like a certain disease or like condition or?
Well, we are looking at everything now.
Mhm.
I have mainly three federally funded grants. Two of them are to study the cannabis,
Right. Okay, I
right?
do remember you saying that.
So we cannabis is interesting plant species which has narcotic effects plus the medicinal properties. So we have a lot of challenges when working with that plant. So we are working on characterizing the genotypes we have in United States,
Hmm.
um, and also we are looking for the other users. What are the other users we can utilize this plant, mainly for the fiber. And I just finished one of the proposals to develop sustainable jet fuel from the cannabis plant. So
Really?
I'm working with one of the scientists in the chemistry department, because we can use the stem of the cannabis plants
Okay.
and convert the cellulose into the hydrocarbons that can lead to make jet fuel, sustainable jet fuel. So cannabis is a fast growing plant,
Yes.
and so the lot of the biomass is going to waste. So we are trying, to use them in different ways. So that is
Right.
one aspect, and there is another project to introduce the medicinal plants, edible medicinal plants, to the dinner tables in American families.
Right, because like I know, because I am epileptic, and so I know that cannabis does help people who are struggling with seizures or symptoms of epilepsy. So I only knew like the cannabis, um, like people like me benefiting from cannabis in
Yeah.
that sense. I never thought it could go like somewhere else other than like health wise.
Mhm.
So that was really interesting to hear. I'm thinking like, okay, how does that work? Like, I'm really interested in it within that. And I'm like, okay, this is like really different.
Yeah, yeah. The cannabis has a bad part and the good part. So after they banned it, it was in the hands of the illegal growers, where they bred the plants for more narcotic properties, right?
Hmm.
So we lost the good medicinal properties because of that non-scientific breeding process.
Okay.
So now we are exploring more into the medicinal properties in the plants, because cannabis is a unique plant tied up with the human evolution. When we look at the humans, there is something called endocannabinoid system
Hmm.
in our body that gives signal from the brain to every organ in the body to function it correctly,
Okay.
right? And with the age and according to our the genetic makeup, this endocannabinoid system can decline. So the body function declines, right?
Oh, wow.
So this plant gives unique molecules
Mm-hmm.
mimicking these endocannabinoids, right?
Oh.
So the every plant we have in the world today
Mm-hmm.
has some sort of connection with animal species. So
Right.
they are co-evolved, they are helping each other. So cannabis also one of them. They are
Mm-hmm.
they are closely related to the human evolution. So cannabis provide good things to the humans. So humans cultivate the plant and that species is surviving. Just like any other crop, let's say
Mm-hmm.
wheat, right? We eat wheat flour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of our food, we grow that plant, right?
Right.
Just imagine. So because of that, we cultivate that plant and that species is surviving in the world,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Right.
like that, there are a relationship with animals and the plants. That is why they are surviving in this
Okay.
world, right? So that the cannabinoids in the cannabis plant mimics the endocannabinoid molecules
Mm-hmm.
in our body. So when we take the plant endocannabinoids to the system or the phytocannabinoids to our body thinks that we have endocannabinoid system processing, right?
Okay.
So we don't feel that we are aging. It is start working again, right?
Oh, okay.
So this is the new area to study, but it is in the deep science now. We are looking at how the phytocannabinoids working in human. Now, as you also epileptic person, the best drug we have is cannabis based, right?
Right.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
Relax is the drug used for the epileptic seizures, and it
Mm-hmm.
works very well. So now you see a lot of products started coming into the market, the cannabis
Right.
and the cannabinoid base. Now, just forget about the narcotic part, but there are a lot of useful avenues we can explore. Now, epileptic drug is one thing, and there are so many other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there are compounds to make you sleep, make you calm, make you happy. They are different groups, and now we are looking at all these molecules and their bioactivities in our labs.
Okay. Yes, I totally agree with that. And that's very interesting that you said that because it just confirms everything that I was believing and thinking like through all these years of me having epilepsy because the modern medicine was not working for me. So I had to switch to uh, cannabis
Cannabis,
type
yes.
medicine and use like
Huh?
natural medicine. And
Yeah,
now I'm going with 3+ years without any seizures. I had some symptoms or whatever,
that's
but
great to hear.
no seizures. Like that's like the main goal. So I'm just like really thrilled at everything that you're saying because it's just like everything I've been doing my own research for my own self, and I just know that it could work for like other students or like even people in general who may
Mhm.
have this condition or maybe similar to it.
Yeah.
So yeah. And so students often wonder what skills they should develop that they should be developing um, in the role that you're in as a plant scientist.
Yeah, they
So
will they will start learning. I mean, I always welcome the students working in my lab and the research team. So they will start from learning from basic plant science and
right.
then go deeper to even the gene level. So um, currently I have 5 students working, and all of them are getting good training on all the scientific methodology, developing the curiosity, and then get trained on how to use all these high-tech equipments, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we take the plants and we take the molecules out, and
Mm-hmm.
then we extract them, and also the same time we take the plants and go to the genes and isolate the gene and look at their genetic makeup and compare with the other plants and so on. So it's it's a lot to learn in my lab, from plant science to chemistry and molecular biology. All these can be learned there.
That sounds really fun to do. I'm thinking about it. I was like, okay, maybe I should join on your team. That seemed like really fun,
Sure, yeah.
and very like knowledgeable for me to do. I feel like I would really be interested in this, like being part of your lab.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so what I'm also thinking is that, every profession has its challenges. So, what are some challenges have you faced within your role as a plant scientist?
Well, the biggest challenge I had in the beginning was, you know, the opportunities and the resources. And I'm coming from one of the third world countries, and that country didn't have enough resources to explore my curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
That is why I ended up, going to other countries, and I got a lot of experience through all these countries. And then I landed here where we have all the opportunities and resources. I mean, uh, you there is no limit here. If you want to do something, you can do everything here. So this gives me freedom to explore my scientific curiosity. So I'm really thankful for the opportunity I have given so far. And the Prairie View, we have challenges, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and we overcome one by one. In the beginning, I didn't have even the basic research infrastructure. I need to continue my research there. So eventually, we developed everything. Now we have everything. Now I passed that to the undergraduates and graduate students, and I have postdocs working in my lab. So we are in good track now in plant sciences, and the whole university is developing, and we are targeting to get into R1 status in another 10 years time. So we are working very hard on it. So we have to increase our research expenditure more than 50 million per year, and also we need to have at least 70 PhDs every year. So
Okay,
then we will be one of the top level university
right.
in this country.
Okay. And I know that you deal with plant science, but does your profession role of a plant scientist also deal with nutrition, or do you have to like study nutrition at the same time?
Well, I didn't study the nutrition per se,
Mm-hmm.
but I look at, as I said, the medicinal properties of the plants
Okay, got
that
it.
can be useful to the nutrition. So I actually work with nutrition faculty, food
Mm-hmm.
science faculty to incorporate these.
Right. Okay,
So it's a
good.
teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I am contributing from plant side to then, and then I work with the other expertise in the food science and the nutrition. So together we can make more impactful
I totally
research and
agree.
discoveries.
Okay, yes. And so, I know that nutrition is like kind of like the main topic of what I'm going for, but also combining that with plant science is just uh, I don't know. It's like a cool combination of like like treating people with different like diseases and not
Through,
nutrition,
through
but
nutrition. Yes.
yeah, through nutrition. Yes, yes. And
Yes.
so what I don't know is what is one common misconception people have about plant scientists?
Well, they don't know about the general public only knows a little about the secrets of these plants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plants are completely different organisms than the animals. Animals can communicate. Animals can move, right?
Right.
Animals can fight, right? The
Mm-hmm.
plants can't do all these things, but they are doing all these things through the chemical signaling. So that
Right.
is why they are unique in chemistry than the animals, right?
Okay. You're
So
right.
because of that, the chemistry in the plants are unique, and those molecules can be used for the various other uses.
Mm-hmm.
So that is why the plant-based diet is really, really unique in human nutrition.
Okay. And so, what type of place do a plant scientist normally work at? I know that dietitians work like at a hospital, but so where do plant scientists normally work at?
Plant scientists work
Mhm.
in different levels. They can work in pure science, universities, botanic gardens, right? And
Mhm.
the world conservation type, the institutes like mm, IUCN, World Wildlife Fund, and all these bigger consortiums. You have plant scientists because plants are essential for the human life because they are the primary producers, right?
Mhm.
And so without plants, there is no existence of human life, right? And
Right.
they
Mhm.
photosynthesize, they give oxygen for us to
Mhm.
breathe, right?
Right.
So conserving the green space, the plant science is very, very important for the human and other animals' existence in this world,
Right.
right? So,
I
so, it can be agriculture, it can be pure plant science, it
Mhm.
can be industry, right?
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah,
And
because
so,
the plant gives food, fiber, shelter,
right.
right?
Mhm.
So all these, in all these industries, you can have plant scientists, right? Let's
Mhm.
go for the clothing industry, right? You need to grow cotton, or you need to grow hemp for the fibers, right?
Right.
And you need to go linen for the linen, right?
Right.
Fibers, right? So the plant scientists are everywhere.
Okay. Okay. And so, what are some career paths within being a plant scientist that students may not know about yet?
Yeah, I mean, it's basic. You start with the science maths and then get into the plant and soil science stream, which we have in Prairie View. And then, slowly get into the deeper science, the plant science. And then you can select a unique plant species or unique crop. And then you can go through that and then complete your PhD in very unique, deep, uh, you know, exploring the deep scientific problem.
Okay. All right. And so, what advice for students who are listening who may be interested in this career path? So, what advice would you give to students who are considering studying plant science? And so, like, what advice would you give to them?
The my advice is don't stick into the lecture notes or the classroom things. explore
Mhm.
more. There are more to explore. Develop
Right.
the curiosity. You need to become a scientist. You need to have curiosity. Why? Right? You ask
Mhm.
questions to yourself. Why? What? How? Right?
Mhm.
And that leads to the new discoveries, and develop your skills to go deeper and deeper into why, what, and how questions.
Right. I agree with that because I studied a little bit about cannabis, and then I switched on a little bit towards nutrition, and I went on Google as to figure out, okay, what type of nutrition should people with epilepsy should be on, and I heard of these different type of plant-based foods I've never heard before. And so
Mhm,
anytime I see a fruit or a vegetable I've never seen before, I always look up the benefits to see what the body can gain from consuming this product
mhm,
and what other people can gain from it who have a different disease than mine. And so,
mhm,
and so whenever, like for example, my grandmother has dementia. I
mhm,
organized a nutrition plan for her, plant based wise, as to like what teas to drink, what snacks she could eat, and like what other like garnishes she could add to her food, like turmeric, or she could have like chia seeds, or like a
mhm.
chia pudding, just stuff like that. And so it's just like, it's a really, I say, like black hole I've gotten myself into whenever
Mhm,
it comes to like learning about these different foods and plants I've never heard of, like as a kid, and even my
mhm,
family's never heard of. So
mhm.
it was been really interesting and fun to learn different things about what's been on this earth for like thousands of years, and like nobody has heard of it before.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the plants actually used in one part of the world, but
Hmm.
it has never reached here. Right.
Right.
So that is what we are doing now, because Texas has unique subtropical weather. We can try some of these plants to grow here, and we have been very successful. Now we are growing over 50 different edible medicinal crops in our farm.
Okay.
And we are working with the agriculture extension to promote these to the farmers, because they are not like traditional crops. They are very expensive. So when they grow them, they can earn more money. And
Right.
also, when you consume them, they are much better than what you used to eat.
Right. Or any of the
Right?
drug that's out there.
Yes. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So the challenges we had was how we can, get local people to adapt to these food, right? So we had
Right.
to find the way to cook it, fix it, right? So we
Hmm.
ended up preparing a cookbook, right? You may
Okay.
have heard the extension published a cookbook, how to cook all these new plants. So it has
Okay.
become a very, very popular item in our extension program, and it is available now online. And we are now getting ready for the second cookbook because we got more plants to
Okay.
include.
Well, I like to
Yes.
touch up on that cookbook because the only cookbook I read is Dr. Sabi cookbook.
Uh-huh.
Um, and so I have it like online on like Audible somewhere. And so every now and then I'll go back to it just to like get some ideas on like what else I could try this week or anything like that.
Yeah, that cookbook is available in extension website,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
yeah, it's very popular. And I used to go and give talks in all these different groups, and they always get attracted to the cookbook. And we have extension programs in various counties where they started growing these plants, and I get a lot of feedback from the consumers, and
Mm-hmm.
some got the diabetic people got low. They maintain blood sugar levels without any medicine, just eating those plants like
Wow,
that,
that's
and
amazing.
some lost weight
Right.
using those plant and all these things. So a lot of interesting successful stories from the community that shows how impactful is our research in Prairie View. And also when the students see the impact, and they tend to get interest and started learning this part of the science, because they see the value of it to the community and the people.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. And so I want to know, what are some things that students can start doing now to prepare themselves for a future career in as a plant scientist?
Yeah, I think again, the work on the plant and soil science courses, and
Mm-hmm.
then if there are opportunities, right, to get involved with the scientists, the plant scientists, and to work in their projects and the lab work, so that you get experiential learning part and the hands-on experience on various scientific methodologies, equipment, and so on. And you will associate with the graduate students, postdocs, scientists, and it's a different level of the knowledge. So when you get associate with them, you speak different level of things, right? When you get
Right.
together, you discuss, oh, how this happened, and that is the how the curiosity start developing, and you will start thinking differently than in your level, you know
Right.
and that is how they start. And in my career also, I started curiosity like that, just looking at how my professors um, looked at the things differently than I looked, right? They are
Mm-hmm.
going deeper into the science. So that is the thing you need to cultivate and develop the skills.
Right. Okay. Yes. And so, well, before we close, I'd like to ask one final question. So what message would you like young people to remember about the importance of, plant science or either nutrition or just like its big impact on health?
How well plant scientists are unique and important, right? People think uh, the medicine, engineering, those jobs are the best jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you see, the medicine, engineering, now with this AI development and all that, uh, that can change in the future. But
Mm-hmm.
just imagine humans, we need to eat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? We need to produce food, right? That is the other plant scientist. So agriculture is very important
Right.
part in the future. So agriculture will be more demanding subject area for the future. So um, keep developing the new skills and new methods. Now smart agriculture is coming now. A lot of computer based smart systems coming. Agriculture is no more the science with dirty hands, right? So
Right. Right.
the robots are developed to work in the farms, right? And it
Right.
will be a completely different agriculture system we will have in the future. And we may not have the field agriculture. It will be in large scale greenhouse productions in the future. So there are a lot of new things they can explore, right? So think differently and go for the new avenues.
Okay, well, Dr. Runa, thank you for your time and to share your experiences and insights with us today and hearing about your journey and impact on as a plant scientist and how it has really have a big impact on the community and health wise. It's just been extremely valuable to me, especially. It just lets me know like I'm going towards the right path on what I'm doing. And I believe one of my biggest takeaways from this is how both science and communication are in a field of not only in just nutrition but in plant science, and just how it definitely like how we're really trying to change the world of a new and better different health for people in order to cure the problem instead of just um, treating like side effects and you still having the root of the problem within your body. And so this just like made me more motivated and excited to really for when I graduate and I actually go uh, into like medical school and study up on the things that you're currently doing. And who knows, like I might take one of your internships because I heard it was the last semester you was doing an internship. So that would definitely be something under my wing of experience that I would definitely need within my health career. And
Great, great.
so, yeah. And so, to the people who may be interested in within plant science or like nutrition or anything like that, because I feel like nutrition, plant science, dietetics, that they just all come together as one.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, to the people who are interested in those areas or in those careers, I would say this discussion really shows that there are many opportunities from like research and education to clinical and community health. So thank you again for joining us on the AMEC Amplified Podcast and sharing your knowledge with students who are exploring future pathways. So thank you for tuning in. This is Makiyah Franklin, and we'll see you next time on the AMEC Amplified Podcast. And thank you again, Dr. Runa, for taking your time and being with me on this podcast.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. You have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Join us as we embark upon a student-led podcast journey, bringing to the forefront back-to-school resources for high school and college students, parents, and teachers. If you are a student and interested in hosting future shows, contact us on our website at amecprograms.org/sign up. AMEC Amplified Podcast.
Are you a volunteer? Support our students and future leaders by joining the AMEC Amplified fundraiser. Every AMEC tumbler sold helps provide scholarships, mentorship, and STEM education opportunities for young innovators. Visit www.amecprograms.org to order yours and keep the message of empowerment flowing, one sip at a time.